here's a manager that we should go and get for the free. Ain't going to cost us nothing. Get him in there. Won the Champions League 2012, managed Villa in 16, and he's now a manager out in South Korea for Hyundai. Who's that?
Don't know. Who's it?
Who that is?
Who's it?
You. What do you mean?
Well,
Do you not know, Jay?
No, who's it?
Roberto Di Matteo, mate.
Roberto Di Matteo, mate. Lads, bless up. Sorry for the delay. Obviously, technical issues. What are we saying, guys? What are we saying? We good? North. Saka back here. Pray for Madrid. They conceded 4 tonight. We can beat them.
Just another day, man. Just another day. Listen, we got the win. It is. It's one of them ones. You look at the performance. Me and Rachid spoke about it. You know what I mean? Big up Aaron. Lovely for having me on. We spoke about it. Nothing tactically has changed. It's just which player is going to turn up. Today it was Martinelli. And we get through. But we haven't learned anything different. Nothing was changed in game that I felt changed us tactically. I think the midfield was dead. You could, there was things that me and Rachid were saying. You could add Lewis Skelly as an 8. You could put Tierney at left back. That would give you a bit more creativity in the midfield. Declan Rice wasn't doing that. Odegaard could be dropped for Ethan to play in the 10. I still think he's more effective as a 10 than a winger. So there's things that we could have done, taking Moreno off. I think after the goal, he wasn't really in the game anymore. At times, dropping in to try and link up play, like almost playing a false 9, and wasn't in the box at the right time. Sometimes he could have got a brace today if he stayed in the box. But he did well to get his goal. Overall, you look at it, Timber, is he really fit? This manager's got previous Russian players back or undermining injuries and playing it down to us in the media and press conferences. So is he really fit? We don't know. Gabriel going down. We already spoke about it on the match reaction. We need to change formation. Playing this 4 at the back without our best centre-back pairing, we're going to get opened up. And the last thing I'll say on it is we're very lucky that Maniz didn't put his goal in the back of the net. There was opportunities for them to get back into this game and get points. So, and that was all after Gabriel came off. So this defense, we're gonna have to play 3 at the back, in my opinion, if we're gonna try and rely on our defense against Real Madrid. Otherwise, those opportunities Fulham didn't bury today. Odegaard giving the ball away in a counter attack, they almost scored from that. Those opportunities in this game, it wasn't straightforward. So we'll see, man. To be honest, we pick up the 3 points. Overall, we know the season's done. You know what I mean? The season's really done. So I don't really have it in me to get angry anymore because I've just had enough. I just want the season to be over, just like you guys. I'm sure
Got nothing left.
I'm done out here. I'm done. I'm skint. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got a fuck to give. That genuinely, they ain't got a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But yeah, big up Nonski as well, man.
No, always. Aaron, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm still a little bit tired from the morning, to be fair. I've only had about 2-3 hours sleep. But,
nobody cares.
No one cares. I'm all good, bro. Thank you very much. No one cares. Yeah,
nobody cares, bro.
No one cares. Sweet. No one also really cares about that fucking game earlier, did they? Who cares about it? 3-1.
Man's talking about tired. Nobody cares about tired, bro.
Who cares about the scoreline either? Do you know what I mean? The league's done. Like, it's absolute fucking pointless, isn't it? Everyone knew that the game was going to go that way. 2-1, 1-1, 2-2. Who really gives a toss? We're 9 points behind Liverpool with a game ahead of them. It is what it is. But guess what? Bittersweet for all the people that still want 3 points. Gabriel's out. The actual game that gives an absolute toss in a week's time. Oh, he's out. Our best centre-back. The only chance that we had with a centre-back pairing like them to maybe stifle their attack, Madrid's, and now one of them's out. Same injury as we've been getting all season. But, we don't know what we're talking about. Trust the doctors and all that. Mikel Arteta's good at man management and all that, isn't he? It was avoidable.
Trust the doctors.
It was avoidable and all that, wasn't it? Apparently, why is it Gabriel still on the field playing 90 minutes at half time, 3/4 in the leg against PSV, and we're 9-3 up? Why is he still on the field?
Why was he on the pitch for the Man City game when we were winning 5-1?
It's ridiculous. How have we not got another centre back 5 years into a process phase 5 and having spent 750 mil? Why can't we rotate the squad? I don't understand it. Why are we getting the same injuries? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What are we doing now? That's just dramatically reduced all the slim chances we had of Madrid anyway. Why couldn't we have played Kibio there from the start and just give someone a rest for a change? Look at the minutes that Gabriel's played this season, virtually every single game. Why can't we rest him in a pointless home game against Fulham no one gives a fuck about? I don't understand it.
No.
You got a little.
My G, bro, what are you saying?
Yo, what are you saying, bro? Big up to the whole panel. You already know. Listen, the thing is, yeah, is that why are we always surprised? That's what pisses me off. Why are we always surprised that this man's injured and this man's injured? This is the whole point of a squad. A football team is 24 players. It's not just 11. How many times has this manager played 11 players? I can't lie. I had a Red Bull before the game, yeah.
I said Red Bull, you know.
I had a Red Bull because I thought that I was going to sleep throughout the game. But, like, I can't. It was all right. Like, Martinelli showing up that Jogo Benito. You know what I'm saying? He's playing that little flick. Hey, man, don't think that man Moreno was a cross. That was a dead cross. Nelly made it great. Nelly was the one that made it with the little flick. I didn't know he had it in him. I can't lie. I thought he was Lebanese. Today I knew he was Brazilian. I can't lie. He done well. He done well, bro. Like that little flip. Wow. Wow, bro. I can't lie. It was beautiful because let's be real, man. Yeah. Have you seen a beautiful goal like that? For how long? How long have we not seen a goal like that? For time, my bro. We played all right considering like the way Arsenal play, and don't think that Moreno's the answer. I just don't want anybody to think that Moreno's the answer because we can't keep playing like this. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep playing like this. And another thing, yeah, this manager, what changed? What changed today? Like North said, Nelly showed up. Going through the middle, there was one pass. What? One through ball from Odegaard. And apart from that, everything from the side, and it worked. And big up to Saka as well. Nice to have him back. Saka's a good player, but don't be acting like Saka's a 20+ kind of goal player. You know what I'm saying? Don't be acting like Saka's some Messi or something. You know what I'm saying? Big up to him though. But like, because people be acting like Saka's the answer. He's not. It's a system, my friend. You're as a manager, you have to have some kind of system, some kind of squad that can compete. It's not one player. Why are we a one-man team? Why? After spending that amount of money, why are we a one-man team? That's the thing we were avoiding. But it is what it is. I take the win. We move on. So what? You know what I'm saying? So what? Why would you play a full team against Fulham? We should be beating these lot anyway. Let's bully them. We spent 800 million, 6 years of our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like it's mad out here. Like I'm not gonna lie, but look, at the end of the day, I know what they're gonna say after we lose to Real Madrid or the game after that, or PSG or Aston Villa. Oh, we didn't have Gabriel or whatever. Like I didn't want him to get injured. Because first of all, I like Gabriel, and second of all, I don't want people to say, "Oh, because we didn't have Gabriel, that's why we lost." Because it'll piss me off more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yo, Norms, what are you saying, brother?
Yeah, man, good, all good. Big up to the panel.
Go piss. Keep going. I'm listening.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's again, as everybody's saying, it's just one of those games, isn't it? Just you turn up, watch it, whatever happens, happens. You know, they're just trying to secure top 4, second place trophy. You know, so they're happy about that. The game itself, it was good to see Saka, even though I didn't want him to play, but it was good to see him get a goal. It was a very nice goal with Martinelli, who had a great game tonight. Not going to lie, it's the best I've seen him play for a long time. Moreno is a problem because he keeps scoring, and the fact that he keeps scoring means Arteta's going to start this guy. You know, he's going to start.
He was going to start him regardless, Norms. I'm sorry to stop you, and I'm sorry.
it's making his case. It's making Mikel Arteta's case
Fact.
more stronger. That's the problem
Yeah,
we've got.
yeah.
And I mean, apart from, listen, Ethan set him up. He scores the goal. It was the deflection. But he doesn't say, it's just one of those games you can't get excited about. It's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody here is just like, yeah, so what? Yeah, what does it lead to? Nothing. It leads to nothing. Yeah. You've got people saying, put some respect on Moreno's name. I ain't gonna say who said it, but some people are saying, put some respect on this man's name.
No way.
Well, listen.
Is it? Is
yeah,
it?
Yeah. I'll get Northside to go.
Okay. You know what you tell them?
Do the investigation. He will find the people. He will find the people, and he will cut it up, and he will go.
Yo, Norms, you know what you can tell them, yeah? This Moreno is better than Havertz that was bought for 65 million. 65 million.
Yeah.
The money, my bro. 200 million spent wages and buying the actual player. So you've got Havertz and Gabriel. In the end, Moreno gets the same amount of goals as them.
Yeah.
Do you think that's normal?
This guy scored what? Scored 5 in 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. In terms of his conversion rate, in terms of scoring, he's a lot better than Kai Havertz. I'll tell you that now.
We'll be signing another couple of left backs in the summer, then, wouldn't we? Sod a striker. We need another 4 left backs.
Well, Arteta came out and said that this guy, he really bigged him up, Moreno. He said, this guy is great in the 8, and he just gives you so much options, and he's doing this tonight, so he's bigging him up, you know what I mean? So, yeah, he's our IT solution, Aaron. We went into business together, and it seems to be working out.
CEO, mate, innit? Partners and that.
They always know how to make us not want to give credit, this fan base, because we can sit here and say, do you know what, Moreno, you're not a striker, we all know that, but do you know what, fair play, man. You're doing your bit, and you're not hiding, and you're doing your best, and we know that you're not a top striker.
And it's not his fault.
You're doing your thing.
Not his fault.
Exactly. But then when people are saying put respect on his name, then I'm like, well, that makes me not want to give him his props. Because then now you're overdoing it. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, bro.
Can we not just say, Moreno, big up for doing, doing your bit? Because this shouldn't really be asked of you. You shouldn't be in a position like this where you have to play as a striker. But then they have to always overdo it.
This guy's been playing for a long time. It's almost like this guy's been playing for a long time, and he's showed what he's made of over a period of time, and it's all of a sudden now we must realise now that we must respect him.
He's our John O'Shea, isn't he? That's who he is. He'll do a job somewhere. That's who he is. 35 million. John
I'd rather
O'Shea.
him be the backup to Isak or to Gyökeres. If you're asking me, do we keep Havertz or Jesus as backup? I'll keep him as backup and get rid of the other 2 and then go get the striker and then go reinvest that money. Because I got more faith as Moreno as backup than I have in the other 2 idiots. I can't lie. Even though I wouldn't. If you ask me if we're only going to get 1 striker and we need to sell the other 2, Moreno stays as backup and you go get another striker. Obviously, I'd like to upgrade Moreno. To be fair, outside of the striker position, he's no good. He's shown that. But who would you want back up next season? That injured Jesus or Havertz that goes missing as a second striker? I'd rather go get 2 strikers, but if we only get 1, Moreno has to be second choice based on performances.
I'd rip up Jesus' contract, 1.2 million a month, and just be like, piss off, mate. You're not even back until November. Go away. Just go away and get that Jonathan David as the number 2. And if it don't work out, guess what? Sell him for 20, 30 million. Who cares? We just need to move on from Havertz and Jesus. Maybe, you could get a couple of quid from him if Saudi come in from him. If they don't, you're stuck with him. We still owe Havertz and Jesus 80 million if they stay to the end of their contracts. 80 million. That's ridiculous. Mad. Just get Jesus away. Piss off. Move on from him. Move on from the geezer. Do you know what I mean? Even if it does mean, you're going to have to spend a couple of quid. Get that David in for free. There you go. You got your little market opportunity. You got another striker in Gyökeres. Move away from Jesus. Just piss off. You give us 3 months and 3 years, mate. Go away now. Four knee surgeries and that. What are we doing here? Go away.
Aaron, you know that run that Martinelli made, I haven't seen that in 6 months?
I ain't
I
seen
haven't
an
seen that
18.
from my striker, from Gabriel Jesus, or I think Gabriel Jesus done it once against Crystal Palace, and Havertz. It's madness. It's madness that we're playing Moreno. It's madness that Northside is saying, I would rather Moreno than the others.
Yeah,
Even
he
though
can be our
Moreno,
Hosselu. He can be our Hosselu, bruv.
It's madness.
madness.
We're back here after 5 years ago saying exactly the same thing, and now we're just back in exactly the same scenario, only the players'
Oh
names
my
different.
days.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my
We're just
days.
back here again. What we do,
It's
we never
crazy.
learn. Never
And the
learn.
thing, when you look at the injuries, and people are asking the question, how come there's so many injuries and that is because we go back to transfer windows and we're going back.
Constant pressure.
Not even the
Constant
last
pressure.
transfer window. We haven't bought good enough players, backup players, to go and do a job. Because as I said on your stream, Rachid, the chasm between bringing on Kivior for Gabriel is just ridiculous. The drop off is massive.
I can defend better than Kivior. No,
Sorry, mate.
I can do a job.
Yeah.
I can do a job better than Kivior.
The fact
It's
is,
madness.
I'm saying the fact is
Sorry.
that he doesn't trust his bench, and so
Facts.
he relies on the players that are on that pitch and maybe one or two off the bench, and that's it.
Whose
And so
bench is it though, Norms, isn't it?
That's
Whose
what
bench is it? It's his. It's madness. So he
It's
don't
his
trust
bench.
his own bench.
Yeah, that's what he spent. And we could be going into the summer. We keep hearing about this £300 million war chest that he's got. You add that.
Yeah, good luck.
You add that to what he spent already. That's nearly £1 billion.
Oh, buddy.
Red billionaire bottle jobs.
Fact.
Red billionaire bottle jobs, lads. That's what it is. We control
can I-
Chelsea all we like. Soon as he hits that 1 billy,
Done.
Leicester, West Ham, and Newcastle, since he's won a trophy, have all won a trophy.
Madness.
Leicester, West Ham, and Newcastle.
And the
Leave
shittest
Howard.
Manchester United team you've ever seen in your life, by the way.
Mandem,
One,
I've
two.
been thinking, Berta, Berta used to work with Simeone. So
Did you see him in the
Simeone
crowd?
used-
He was sat there like that after 11 minutes.
That's what Noof told me.
Yeah, but
so-
I know he was sat there. Am I lying, lads? Am I lying? We all see him, Tim Lewis with his mad haircut, and garlic, and he was sat in the middle and he was just like,
Yeah.
1 minute later, Gabriel Magalhaes pops a hamstring.
He was definitely thinking, I'm no use to these. 100% when he was
He's thinking, what the fuck is this league, bro? I'm watching proper football in Spain.
Do you know what irritates me the most about this manager? Yeah, it's like we've seen you play Xhaka and Odegaard in the midfield. Today we're not controlling the midfield. Why don't you just put Zinchenko in the 10? Why can't if you really want to keep Odegaard on the pitch,
Skelly.
put him to an 8 or put Skelly there? Do you know what I'm saying? Do something different. Why is he so? That's the biggest gripe I got about this manager. It's the lack of proactiveness within the game of changing things when things ain't working.
Yeah.
The left-hand side, we had no width to our game today. Every time Ethan got the ball, he was inverting. Every time. And I'm not going to get onto Ethan because he's a 10. So he wants to play in the midfield. The problem is it's congested. And the problem is he's not going to take on his fullback. Timber's not overlapping because he was injured. So he's not going to take it on. These are things that you can see within the game. Change it up. Bring on Trossard. Tell him to be more direct. So you got something on the right-hand side. You've got an outlet on the right-hand side. But you don't do that. The midfield is static. You got subs that you can make. You want to play a double pivot? Cool. Bring Jorginho on. You know he's not going to defend. Yeah. But let's be fair. Fulham weren't really doing much. We were making mistakes.
Yeah.
If you bring Jorginho on a double pivot, he'll pick a pass. That's one good thing he's still good at. Just don't ask him to track back. You know what I mean? Zinchenko plays well against PSV, and when have we seen him since? But Odegaard drops stinker after stinker, yet this guy plays for 90 minutes. One of your subs is getting Ethan on. Based on what? What did Odegaard bring today? That Odegaard.
Cool.
What did he bring that Ethan didn't bring? I don't understand it. Ethan should have had an assist today. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he did well today. I don't get why Odegaard is so undroppable.
Bro, because he's the captain of the fucking club. Yeah, and he shouldn't be captain. Bro, the guy's shit. Let's just deep it. He's shit. Let's just be real with it. He's shit. Whoa, what have I done here? Yeah. He's shit, bruv. Yeah, bro, that guy is rubbish. Yeah, that guy run into Mikel Moreno at one point. He didn't even know he was there. Didn't even know he was there.
But Lee, he looks good on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Even though he just
He looks busy.
Thank you.
You see, when you're in the office, Rachid, yeah? Right?
Yeah.
The boss turns up, paper shuffling. Oh shit, open the filing cabinet. Martin Keown and Talksport when Simon Jordan's cussing him, writing down. Yeah. Yeah, skipping around. He's got mad arm movements.
I do that. I can't. I'm guilty.
Rub snot in your hair, bruv.
Okay.
Skipping around. He's got that bouncy little. He looks busy. He's a fugazi, bruv. He's fucking shit. Bro, this guy plays for Norway. Yeah. He scored 3 goals in his entire fucking career for Norway. Bro, they played man like Kazakhstan, Moldova, Liechtenstein, Gibraltar.
Big boys.
When he got that hat trick of assists, yeah, people were saying, "Be careful, yeah, be careful what you wish for." Yeah, I mean,
you know,
let's see what he does at the fucking. Let's see what he does at the Bernabeu. Because I see Real Sociedad tonight score 4 there. I see Leganes at the weekend scored 2. Leganes are 19th in the fucking league, mate. 19th, and it took a fucking free kick from Mbappe, yeah, which he laid off, and then boom, slapped it. Yeah, Leganes' first 2 goals in that game will never score them goals. Yeah, because the first goal, and I can't share the goals because I'll get done for copyright. The first goal, the way they fucking went boom, 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 boom from back to front, Odegaard would have took a touch, spun back that way.
Yeah,
took another 4 touches and passed it sideways or backwards. Yeah. In that game, I sat there. I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, pass backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pass backwards. All the way out to 10. Bro, man's taking set. But now he's had loads of touches. He's involved. He's skipping around. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of this. No, what? Fuck off, mate. Yeah, fuck off.
Bro, his hospital pass, we almost conceded. He is shocking, bro.
He's
putting us under pressure constantly. And yet it's fine. It's, don't worry. Let's just keep passing to Odegaard. Like, the guy just, the guy's rubbish. And when he's low on confidence, he's even worse, bro. He's even worse. Today was one of the worst. He's had a lot of poor performances, but today was beyond it. And that opportunity in the box to smash it over the bar like that, bro, what
that's
are
our
you
captain
doing?
off. That's our captain.
Madness.
He's either never got enough power in it or it's over the top. It's like this guy is.
Rory talks bullshit.
He either forgets his Viagra or takes too many. You know what I'm saying?
Rory talks bullshit, tweeted out saying he's not been right since his ankle injury and has lost his shot power or some bullshit. I was like, no, mate, he's fucking shit. In fact, I'll tell you exactly what he said because I quoted it.
Yeah, these dickheads come up with.
Bro, I swear exactly, bro. He was missing for 9 games. 9 games, you know. 9 fucking games. Right? He tweeted this fucking dickhead, tweeted out saying, where is he? Where is he? There he is. I'm concerned that his ankle injury has fundamentally changed the way Odegaard strikes a ball. I bet you'd love to strike his balls, bruv. He made a song up in the shower about him. Yeah, I quoted it. I put, no fella, he's just fucking shit. Pillow foot. Bro, what we doing here? If that's Jude Bellingham in that position, and I don't rate Jude up here, that's in the back of the net.
Yeah.
If that's Vinny, back of the net, Mbappe, back of the net, Valverde, back of the net, Modric, back of the net, Endrick, back of the net, yeah, back of the net, Brahim, Arda, back of the net.
But Lee, what Bellingham does for the team is different from Odegaard. Odegaard's supposed to be our creative spark, and he's a captain as well.
He's fuck all.
He's worried. Lee. He created 1 chance for Timber for 90 minutes. I watched him. I watched him.
Mm.
One chance for 90 minutes. And I'm not someone like, you know what I'm saying? I think Odegaard, I should keep him in like kind of like a rotation kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But like Odegaard and Rice, worrying. I'm not gonna lie. That
Rashid.
midfield is
Rice is
worrying.
like Bellingham. His first touch is a duel.
Oh,
Rashid, all the
shit.
top gunners are saying to us, "Oh yeah, he misses his mate Saka. All right, you had him for 30 minutes and you're still shit."
But he got a pass to Martinelli that was offside. Cool.
Absolutely
Whatever,
useless, mate. I've never known anything like it. It says exactly how Arsenal have gone as a football club over the years. The fact that geezer's captain and he's going nowhere. If you read his press conference, what he's saying is like he's the perfect role model. He's going nowhere. He's not getting
Perfect role model, you know.
What's that all about?
My man's won one trophy, in his entire fucking professional career, and that was at Real Sociedad. One trophy. This guy's captain on 240 a week. Big up, Sam. Bless up. All the links are pinned, guys.
Bless up, Sam.
One trophy, you know. He creates anger and frustration. Bro, do you know what he creates? Panic. Yeah, the guy's a pussy, bruv. Yeah, I've never seen a captain so weak. Yeah, and the one thing I'll say, everyone knows that I don't like Bruno Fernandes. Brun Fernandes, as North would say. Brun Fernandes. Everyone knows I don't like that guy. Do you know the one thing I'll give that guy credit for? Yeah, he gives a shit. He's like giving all of that to the refs. Yeah, I don't like all that bullshit. However, guess what? Man, I fucking go, yo, give me the ball. I'll slap it. Yeah, it hit this man. I'll keep slapping it, and eventually one's going in.
He'll take responsibility. Yeah.
Man took the free kick the other week against Everton. Bang, straight in the back of the net. Yeah, man turns up when it,
Moments player.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'll give you an example. Arsenal women the other day beat Real Madrid women. They were 2-0 down, first leg. Right? Second leg, I watched it. Sorry, I'm lying. It weren't Arsenal women. Barcelona women. They slapped Wolfsburg. Slapped them, bruv. They scored 2 direct free kicks in that game from 30 yards and 35 yards out. 30 and 35 yards out. Bro, when was the last time Odegaard scored a free kick? Oh, September 21. Why is he still on free kicks? He ain't scored a free kick for 3.5 fucking years. Why is he still on them? Do you notice tonight? Saka never took the corners on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it went out for a corner, Saka didn't take it. Why? Because he ain't fit, bro. I'm gassed he scored, by the way. Yeah, but however, he shouldn't be on the pitch. Yeah, this club is a joke, bro. Yeah, and I'll tell you something right now. I'm going to read out these names real quick. Real fucking quick. Yeah? Real fucking quick. Watch this. 4-4 at the Bernabeu. Yeah? Lineup. Lunin in goal. Vasquez, 5-time Champions League winner. Booed the majority of the game. He was captain. He was booed. Bro, I'm not lying. Sam, you're in the chat. Send me the tweet again. I'll share it. Yeah? Asenzo. Young lad, come through the academy. Stinker and hooked. Vasquez, stinker and hooked from Modders. Alaba. Scored 2 own goals tonight. Well done, mate. Cheers, mate. He scored up the other. Well done, mate. Camavinga, left back. Valverde, Chouameni. Rodrigo, Jude, Vinny, Endrick. A starting 11. Bench. Mbappe. Luka Modric. Arda Güler. Fran Garcia. Brahim Diaz. Antonio Rudiger. That's without Courtois. Carvajal. Mendy. Militao. Dani Ceballos. Now, let's just quickly go to Arsenal's whole squad. Okay, cool. Let's go to that. Because, I mean, obviously, super duper mixed, amazing is exactly what we fucking need, lads. Yeah? So our team tonight. Raya. I beg this guy comes out a goal at the Bernabeu, bruv. Modric is dinking him from 45 yards out. Yeah? I beg. Yeah? Timber. Oh, but he took a knock early, so why'd you keep him on then? Saliba. Yeah, as soon as your buddy Gabriel went off, you was a fish out of water, bruv. Yeah,
Yeah.
Skelly was actually very good tonight. I can't lie. Yeah, Odegaard, shit. Party, shit. Rice, first touch is a jewel. Same as Bellingham. Yeah, although Bellingham's actually got moments, bruv. What have you got? Ethan probably shouldn't have been hooked when he got hooked, but he weren't having a great game. Yeah, Mikel Moreno. When's 29 ever score a goal like that? He don't. When's 29 crossing the ball like that? Oh, he's not. Yeah. If 29 got the ball that Marino got and he took the touch, yeah, he'll fall over. Or it'll bounce off his standing foot. Martinelli, best player on the pitch for us. Our bench, Starboy, Kivior, Trossard, Tierney, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Raheem, you haven't seen the best to be Sterling, Norbert, and a guy called Jimmy Gower, bruv. Madrid are quaking in their boots. Fuck off, mate. Yeah, what are we doing here? Yeah, they had a better bench than us. Muniz, Awobi, Pereira, Williams, Sessegnon, Bassi. Like, what are we doing here? Now you're going up against one of the GOATs. You could make an argument he is the fucking GOAT. 5 champs. 1 in 5 different leagues. Get out of here, man. Yeah, and when people sit there and go, oh, but Sociedad scored 4. Leganes scored twice. They concede goals. Cool. How many are we scoring at the Bernabeu? Because we ain't scoring fucking 4, mate.
No.
We ain't scoring twice.
We're weak going.
We'll score twice if we're lucky over 2 legs. It's bullshit, bro. I'm fucking sick of this bullshit. Let me get this tweet up. Bless up, Sam. And then I'll let you guys go. Sorry. Watch this. Watch this. Standards, guys. Yeah, this was literally in the first half. 23 minutes into the game. Kicked off at 9:30 Spanish time. Getting booed. 5-time Champions League winner. The fool was supposed to leave with Nacho. 6-time Champions League winner. Maybe 5. I think it's 6. Yeah. When the respect was still there. Look at what he has reduced himself to now.
What's he done
Should
now?
be Ancelotti booze.
What's he done
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, what's he done now? That's good, to be honest. He deserves that. 148 lakhs. He's finished. So far, poor. Not good. He should. Nothing new from their fans. Yeah, cool. Barca fan. Yay. Biggest win I've ever seen. He should be booed. Playing him is the equivalent to playing with 1 less player. Yeah, bro. What the fuck is... Can someone explain why he's starting this match after what he's done against Leganes? Yeah? How do we tell him? Bro, all the comments should get even worse treatment. Absolutely hate him. Hala Madrid. This is, bro, now imagine, yeah? It was both Lucas and Asenso's fault. Asenso failed to step up and left Lucas to cover near his position while made a big space on the right where Lucas could not cover it well. Cool. I'm also booing him from my bedroom. Bro, can you see? They booed CR7, but Vasquez deserved. And they should remember he is not a natural right back. No cunt cares, bruv. Come on, guys. He's our player. Encourage him. Yeah, nobody cares. Aravind. Yeah. Playing with him is like playing with 10 men. Deserved. What happened to clapping him? Watch this. Watch this. Yeah, this is funny. So he can regain confidence. Or we're selectively booing players. Watch this. His IQ won't be raised by clapping him. He needs to retire. Yeah. They did the clapping session too much. It's time to boo him. Let's see, he can lock in. If it were for Chouameni, why not him? Bro, yeah, what are we doing here? As he should be. Look at the way Madrid fans hold the fucking standards. Yeah, Asenso's fault. Cool. They should boo Vinny. Cool. Whatever. They have done. Yeah, he deserves that. He really shouldn't even be playing. Bro, let's go to the fucking quotes quick, yeah? Now imagine I put that out about fucking Star Boy. Yeah? Racismo. This guy's won 5 champs. Well deserved. Yeah. Alabastinka said it'd be what a lucky guy. It's going to be forgotten because Alabastinka, 2 OGs. I've been complaining about him. Imagine he gets to be captain at times, yet he plays so bad. Get him out of my club. 5 Champions Leagues, you know. Starboy does this. He's got a statue outside the ground and he can wank his cock off all round fucking cockfosters, bruv. Yeah? And North London. Madrid fans are glory hunters. Well, the game's about glory, fella. Who do you support? Nobody knows. Anyway, nothing new. Only when they're playing well or winning trophies, they keep winning trophies, bro. Yeah, boo him again for missing a chance created from a fantastic pass from Bellingham. Love. Not his fault. Deserved. He doesn't know. You for follow Nigel. You can't even spell, bro. Yeah. Y'all should boo Carlo instead. They do. Deserves more than that. SMS Boggle. Yeah. Opponent delightful, whatever, mate. Yeah. Take notes, Trent. Good. Look at the majority of the comments, though. For good reasons. Finally. Yeah. Sociedad fans should clap for him, and they stupid. The majority of comments are only wins from today's game, by the way. Yeah, the only win from today's game was clapping him, Madrid fan. Booing him, sorry. And his old ass should be. Yeah, bro. Worst fans in the world. Shut up, mate. Who do you support? Oh, he supports Madrid. Yeah, you're a dickhead. Did he get cooked? You're a fucking retard. Yes, he did. I don't know what that says. Either way, Northside, lads, Normski, Rachid, yeah, Aaron, yeah, like real talk, yeah? Real fucking talk. If I post out something about let's boo fucking Saka because he's dropping a stinker, let's boo Calafiori, all the replies would be, you're negative, you're toxic.
Piss off
There's
down the lane.
Minimal amount of Real Madrid fans cooking that person and putting that out. They're all going, yeah, cool. This guy's won 5 champs, bro. He's won about 13, 15 trophies. Yeah? Now, look at Arsenal. Oh, Starboy's back. Whatever, mate.
Mate, their performances at Madrid are game by game. It don't matter if you've put 30 absolute worldies in and then 1 stinker. You had whatever's the recent one, that's what you get judged by. A stinker. Yeah. There you go. That's how you hold standards and accountability. What have we got? They get done by seasons at Arsenal. Oh yeah, but he's just having a bad season, that's all. 38, 50 games in a total season if you add it all up. But oh, it's all right. We've got no accountability. Oh, piss off down the lane, Lee. What's that all about? Just piss off down the fucking lane. He's pissed off to fucking Spain, not down the lane, because he can't fucking stand you lot, bruv. Do you know
I'm hiding because I'll get beaten up if I go to the Emirates, apparently.
I've never heard such a big load of fucking shit that comes out of these top gooners' mouth, honestly.
You know, I got you.
Oh, don't worry, bro. Yeah, they don't even understand, bro. Wenger in, Wenger out. None of these man says shit because half of them don't live in England, bro.
Bro, the thing is that it depends on the game. Now, if it's a semi-final, whatever the Real Madrid are, that's a different game. If you're playing Fulham and there's nothing on the line, you can't be performing like this. You can't be. We had a 2-1. It should have been a 2-2. It should have been a 1-1.
You sound like Rich, rather on the fire in the booth. You know the fire in the booth as well. Yeah, that says 2-1 and 2-2 in that. Yeah, you sound like Rich on the booth, fire in the booth.
I'll be real. Muniz should have scored that goal, and then it would be a different game. I'm not saying that it would be a 2-2, but like Muniz should have scored that goal. That was an easy chance. Look, point is that it depends on the game. Like you said, if you're playing Southampton and it's a semi-final to a FA Cup, it's different. They're playing Fulham Well, Liverpool already won the league. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just different. It's just different because listen, we played today Fulham, yeah. We didn't see any change. This is what bothers me, is that we didn't see any change. There's nothing growing through the middle. Our midfield is it's not the worst. Our midfield is technical, as in when it comes to tech, it's the worst. When it comes to tech, it's the worst. It's not the worst in the Premier League, but when it comes to tech, it's the worst. Newcastle have Bruno Fernandes and Tonali, and then they have Joe Linton that can run and be the destroyer. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Man City, when they used to win the leagues, they used to have Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, all ballers. De Bruyne, ballers, ballers. We paid 800 million for Declan Rice, Partey, and Odegaard in midfield. 800 million. Do you get me, man? Like there's no creativity, no creativity. What kind of chance? All the chances came from the wings today. Because Nelly was on a mad thing today, and big up to him. I can't lie. He was so good today. Like he set up Rice, that should have been a goal. He set up Ethan, that should have been a goal as well. Depends. You know what I'm saying? Depends the kind of player. He set up a lot of players, and we saw what Martinelli did. We should have had. This is the thing. When you want to win titles, you need to be unpredictable. If you're attacking only from the wings, other teams would read you out and obviously defend from the wings, so you can't create anything. But if you be unpredictable, you don't know if the ball's going to go through the middle or on the wings. That's when you start winning titles. When you're unpredictable, that's when you start winning titles. Do you get me what I'm
We're the
trying?
most predictable team in the Premier League, mate. We were predictable before all the injuries and all the lack of signings to actually be able to bring players on from the bench and shake things up anyway. We're the most predictable team literally out there. We don't bring anyone off the bench. All the subs are like for like, but the worst versions of them coming on. It's so predictable. We were worked out from the second we kicked the ball off in August. We're like, oh, that's how Arsenal are going to play all season then. And it's been like that. You obviously get your games, like your Man Cities and your West Hams and things like that, yeah, where you've done all right, things click. But 85, 90%, that performance is what we've seen for the entire season. Because it's predictable.
Fact.
There's no element of surprise. Like you're saying, there's nothing. There's no shaking it up. Like you were saying about today, whether he's going to change things up. Bruv, if he's not going to change things up, 9-3 up at halftime against PSV, he's never going to do it. Never going to
That's
do
the
it.
thing. If you're having a number 6 that's a striker that's better than your strikers that you bought for 200 million or whatever, obviously it's not 200 million, but with the wages or whatever, that is madness. That is madness to have Moreno. You're talking about North saying that I should keep Moreno after getting a striker and then he'll be the backup striker. That is madness to me. After spending this amount of money. The thing is that Arteta has his ideas are very limited. Today we played the same way we played against West Ham and we played against Leicester. It's just that today it clicked. That's all it is. And next game we're going to play the same way. You're going to see the same lineup, the same way of play, the same everything. And then if it clicks, it clicks. If not, we all go home. Why are we paying him 15 million? This man is the second highest paid manager in the world. In the world, man, them. In the world. This is madness. It's not like we're paying him it's not like we're paying him 2 million or 3 million or 4 million or whatever. Then I'll understand. I'll be like, okay, he's limited. It is what it is. But this man is getting 15 million. I'm shocked, bro. I'm shocked. It's a man. I'm asking a lot of questions. Big up the jester, man.
Every year,
And
we
do you
look
know
for
what as well?
external solution.
Go on, sorry, go on.
Go on.
I was just going to say as well, to be on that much, you expect, say he's faced all this adversity this season, like everyone's saying, even though the injuries are mostly his fault. You face the adversity this season. This is where you earn your £15 million a season. This is where we find out what Mikel Arteta is made of. And we have absolutely found out what he is made of, and it ain't good. It ain't good. This is where you find out where you go. You're going to be in a title challenge when your back's against the wall. What's he done? He's failed even further. Prove your £15 million a season wage. Why are you the second highest paid manager, like Rachid said? Be the second best then. Show us why
Thanks.
you.
So listen, Northside's got a bounce. Northside's got a bounce. And wow, we were.
Nah, it's time to go to sleep, bruv.
Wow, we were.
Nah, it's time to go to sleep, bruv.
Nah. Leopard always spears the deer, bruv.
Listen, the leopard he's fed up.
The leopard ain't leoparding.
The leopard is not leoparding. It's lost its spots.
No. But yeah, nah.
It never changes its spots, so it's still one of the wow, we were. And you're getting told, no mas.
In-house solutions. That's the thing.
I love you, Northside, man. I fucking love you, bro.
I can't believe that. Well, I can believe it, but you know what's irritating as well, Aaron, is that we're 5 years deep and we're still looking for internal solutions. How many times has he said that this season? Internal solutions. There's players that we can rotate. There's versatility, and it's like, why can't we just go out there and just get specialists?
Bro, how many times has he fucking played players that are injured, bro? And people still want to cry about injuries. It's his fault.
And he's coming out openly and saying it as well.
Yeah, he didn't even hide in it. Man said Timber was injured early. He played the game.
Yeah.
Did you see what he said in his press conference?
Northside. Take out Raya. Just take out Raya. When was the last player that he signed that he's played in his position? Actual position. I've literally just thought this off the top of my head. I don't actually know. I'm thinking, aside from the goalkeeper, when was the last player that he actually signed and played him in his actual position? I'm sitting there now and I'm thinking, oh my God, I actually can't think.
Maybe Timber.
Played him in
Timber.
Timber, he played left back. And he got injured ACL.
And you're like, Havertz? No.
Calafiori played left back. Now he's injured. That's not his fault. It was international.
Zinchenko? No.
No. Odegaard? No.
Kivior.
He's an 8.
Rice? No. He's left 8 now.
Well,
Kivior played left back.
Yeah, Kivior can play. Apparently, Kivior can play right back, left back, right, left. You said it. He's doing a great job. That's what he said.
And even Rice. Rice is a centre back.
Yeah. We will see. Berta coming
Go on,
in.
no, shout your thing out, bro.
Big up, man. Northside LDN. It's going to be very interesting. People talking about Berta and rebuilding the squad. I think some of the people that like this manager don't realize that Berta may want to get rid of some of Arteta's favourites. And I'd love to see how that conversation goes down, you know, especially wages and what they bring into the team. You best believe he's looking at Odegaard and saying, like, why are you on 240? You know, why is Jesus on 240? Why is Havertz on 280? These are players that are undroppable under this manager. And I think he's going to
sat in the crowd going like that.
Did you hear him?
11 minutes.
Arteta said, "Oh, we've already got a team, and he's going to fall in line with what we've got, the plans that we've got." He seems rattled, bro, because
you have to look at
it. Man said he's going to fall in line. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said it. He said it
along the line of he's going to be in track. Yeah, paraphrasing. He said he's going to be in line with what the plan that we've already got.
Do you notice he weren't in the pictures? No mention of him.
Nah, I didn't notice that bit.
Yeah, and DJB said this very quickly before you go, yeah? DJB said, January, yeah, Josh Kroenke rocked up at the fucking Colney training ground. Arteta was asked, have you had a conversation with Josh? No, he's too busy. Now, fast forward, that fucking signing of Bert was done weeks ago, bro. And it weren't done at Colney, and it weren't done at the Emirates. It was in a hotel or a fucking room somewhere in a fucking bar or wherever, yeah? Right? No mention of Arteta. Josh Kroenke is talking about winning majors. When's he ever spoke about majors? Never. Right? Arteta weren't spoken about. Arteta's storming out of press conferences, fucking, I've got to go. He's rattled, bro. Yeah, tonight, they only zoomed in once. Why? Because it was the Saka show. We all knew that. Yeah, they zoomed in about 1 billion times on Saka. Yeah, fair play to Saka. However, man was sat there after 11 minutes, just going like that. Tim Lewis sat one side, Richard Garlick sat the other side. After 11 minutes, he was like that.
Yeah, I saw it shaking his head.
Yeah, 1 minute later, Gabby Magalash pops his hamstring.
Gabriel will probably be back because in his press conference he said, I did it on one of my shows. He said that he said about injuries to Saka, and he said, "Oh, Saka should be available. It's all in his head." He said his words, "It's all in his head." He's been available for 48 months. Already 3 months he's been out. When I do spring cleaning, if I don't do it for a week, I still know how to spring clean for all the other months I've been spring cleaning. He goes, he has to. It's a mental thing. You should be prepared.
Bro, if you go on holiday for 2 weeks here and you don't drive a car, when you come back, you stall the car, innit? Yeah? Eventually you pick it up, which is cool. So I get it. However, are you fucking dumb?
He had surgery. We don't need a medical team. We got Super Mick. We don't need.
Don't worry, man. Right,
Is the scar all in his head as well?
It's all so quiet. Yeah, big up Buk. Yeah, it's so fucking quiet, bruv. Yeah, because this motherfucker's now got no Gabby Magalhaes against Madrid home and away. Hold that.
Yeah, he's gonna figure this one out.
We just need Berta to be moving like John Gotti, man. And the fact that he stepped up to Simeone, he won't give a shit about Arteta, bro.
105 million net spend in 12 years, bruv. That's Declan Rice. In the whole 12 years my man was at Atleti, bruv, you have literally brought Declan Rice as the spend.
Yeah.
And look at the players they signed. Go on, North fans. Wow, we were.
Big up to
Rachid, tell him.
Big
Yeah,
up.
leopard always spears the deer, innit?
Yekshimesh.
Yeah, wow, we are very nice.
No.
Man said nah. Man said no. Why you? He's got nothing left.
I got nothing left. Man. I just want the season to be over. I've got nothing left in everything. I just need a holiday. That's it, bro. I'm done.
Well, I keep saying you get out of here, but you keep ignoring me.
No, I'm gonna come out there.
I told you, welcome anytime you want. Mi casa es tu casa.
There you go. Then there you go.
Yeah.
She said she doesn't want. She's not rolling, so she'll do it.
Oh, well, fuck it then. You come on your own.
Yeah, that's
even better. Even fucking better, bro. We'll go Portugal. We'll go Lisbon. It's only 5 hours up the road.
I'm gonna invite Tal.
No, don't bring him out. That dickhead, bro. No, get out of here, bro. No, real talk. Text me. I'll book the flight like last time. Come on.
Cool. Same. Big up, man. Love you.
Yeah, big up, man.
Big up, man. Big up.
No, real talk, man. This club's dusted. It's dusted.
I wanted to touch on something, yeah. The thing is that we saw that what Berta.
Sorry. Before you land, sorry.
No problem.
Berta spent 115 M's on João Felix. Don't rate him at all. Cool. The same summer, he sold Griezmann for 120 million. 2 years later, he brought him back for 20. So that was a net spend on them two signings. One out, one in of 5 mil. He then brought Griezmann back for 20 M's 2 years later, Ralph. Yeah, and I keep seeing this in my chat. And Scholes, you're cool. I love you, brother. You're always here. However, the summer that he signed João Felix, they sold Griezmann for fucking 5 million quid more than they brought Felix for. So it was 5 mil, the difference. They then brought Griezmann back 2 years later for 20 mil, 6 times less than they sold him. Get out of here, man. Go on, sorry, Rachid. Go on.
And they're winning. By the time they're buying and selling, but they're winning. Do you know what I'm saying? The thing is that when you buy and sell, like you said, net spend is 115 million. All right, cool. Because you have a manager like Simeone, you bring him a top player like Griezmann or Jota or whatever, you know what I'm saying, Suarez or whatever a player, he will make him better. You've got Arteta that will make players worse. You can't work with him. You can't. And I understand Berta. You know what I'm saying? I think Berta, we will only see him after Arteta leaves because he can't be working with Arteta. How many players have you seen Arteta make better? How many players have you seen Arteta make improve? How many? Probably who? Timber?
Maybe Gabriel.
Yeah.
And
But even
Gabriel,
that comes back to Saliba by default because Ben White by default went right back.
it's madness. It's madness. He didn't improve anyone when you really think about it. Gabriel was probably an Edu signing. He's Brazilian. And Edu's Brazilian. Let's be honest. He weren't all Arteta signing, but let's give it to Arteta still. Let's give it to him. 5 players out of 30. Let's say 5 players. Partey, let's say Odegaard, people love him. Gabriel, Timber, and I don't know, Ben White. Out of 30 players, he doesn't improve anyone. So how are you going to sell? That's the worrying thing. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to sell?
Do you know what, as well? You're saying that's 1 in 6 signings that he's actually got right. If we sign 6 players in this summer, by that logic, only one of them are going to be any good. That's the math. That's the factual math. 5 are any good in 30. That means, on average, we're probably going to get 1, maybe 2 if we're lucky out the whole lot. But Bert hopefully will change that.
Oh yeah, because he's going to bring his list to Berta, isn't he? He's going to bring his list to him. You know, go Bert, look, I've got this list for you. I was just, what do you think?
Did you see? Do you guys see our midfield? We've got Declan Rice, Odegaard. Let's say Partey. Put Partey. He's a number 6.
Well, he's leaving anyway.
Declan Rice. He's leaving anyway.
On a free.
You're gonna play. That's madness. That's madness by itself. Partey is gonna leave on a free, and Partey is the best midfielder we have.
Correct.
And he's leaving for free. That's madness to me. To me, it's madness. Because we have Declan Rice, and let's be honest, Declan Rice is a destroyer. Declan Rice carrying the ball, not that good. Technically, not that good. Have you seen, Mandem, correct me if I'm wrong, have you seen any pass from the middle today? Through the middle, a free pass, little ball over the top. That's how Man City used to win. Do you remember when they used to play the U-shaped football, but they have Aguero or Mahrez or some stupid, crazy good player?
No, I mean what they had. It was quite simple. Their football was quite simple because they had overlapping like fullbacks. It was quite simple what they did, and nobody could actually master it and work out what they were doing. That's all they did, literally overlapping fullbacks, and then the wingers would then drop in. Yeah, play. It's almost like a 1-2. So you play, they drop in, come there, play it across, and then who comes running in, whether it's an Aguero or what. It was quite simple football.
Proper wingers, though. Proper wingers. Cold wingers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Proper wingers. But not only that, with us, everything seems to be on just one side. So we're imbalanced anyway. They were doing it both sides. Do you know what I mean?
Why did Liverpool's system work so well? Because they had 2 cold wingers next to Firmino. If one of them weren't even anywhere near as good, if they had Salah and one Martinelli on the left-hand side and no Mane, they probably wouldn't have won probably half of their trophies. They had 2 cold, naughty wingers and a striker that tied it all in. Just like what Man City had, you know, when you say Leroy Sané's was good, Mahrez unbelievable. Sterling had a good season because he had De Bruyne, of course.
They were playing a false 9. Yeah, and it worked. It worked. Then, obviously, further down the road, Pep changed and said, right, let's go and get in an out-and-out striker. It did take a little bit of time for Haaland to adapt because, you know what I mean, were they going to change the game for him? I think it was kind of a bit of both. Do you know what I mean? And eventually, they struck a balance. But,
Norms, they bought a striker, and they didn't include him in the build-up. We bought a striker like Havertz, and then we ended up with 2 number 10s, Havertz, Odegaard, and nobody is a number 9. Nobody. The thing is,
it's a mess.
Football, you need someone to finish the. You need someone to finish the chances. That's the whole point of U-shaped football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And bear in mind, when you're a top team, teams will play a low block and a mid block. Because they don't have the money as you, they don't have the resources, and they don't have the manager. That's the whole point of football.
Fulham today set up with, I mean, they played a 3-4-2-1. So the wing backs was they had the wing backs that they could drop back in a 5. Yeah. And that's what they did for about 25-30 minutes of that game.
We didn't have a shot. I think our first shot on target or at goal was after half hour.
We couldn't work it down. I think they asked Arteta in his post-match, like, you know, we noticed that, you know, Fulham set up with a 5 at the back, and, you know, it did take a bit of time for you to break it. He goes, yeah, well, you know, we just keep going and we just have to play aggressive.
Aggressive.
Keep
That's
going.
aggressive.
That's even worse.
So it's,
you know,
aggressive football.
No, but that was
That's his version of
his
the
answer
wow.
to us. You know, we just keep going until you got to think out the box. You got to change, as you said, you got to do some in-game management and try and change it up. You know, if that doesn't work, because all you're going to be doing is playing in front of them, the U-shaped football. When you do go to spam crosses, every time they spam the crossing, there was nobody in the box.
Yeah. If Moreno hadn't have scored that goal, we'd have probably been 1-0 down by the
And
duration of about 60, 70 minutes.
Do you call that a goal? That's some jammy goal that I don't expect from a team. Let's be real.
29 would never score that.
That's even worse. We spent
29 never
65
scored that.
million. That's
He'd
even
never
worse.
score that, bro.
Mate.
He'd never score that, Rachid. He'd never score that. He would have took a touch in it and bounced and fall over.
That's even worse. I've got a striker that is 65 million and plus the wages, which is incredible. 285. I don't know what he does. What does he do for him? What does he do for him to get 285? That's even crazy. And then I've got Jesus. That is another striker that is 50 million. And what does he get? 200,000. How much does he get, Aaron?
280 for Havertz, 265 Jesus.
265 for free. And Jesus was on. Wasn't he on? He was on 90. Was he on 90k?
Yeah, he was on 90. Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah.
What happened to
treble his wages? We had to treble his wages. Had to, apparently.
I feel like Moreno is the best number 9 we have. This is madness. I shouldn't be thinking like this. I should be like, oh, is it Havertz? Is it Gabriel? I don't know. I've got Moreno as our best number 9. This is even worse than having Havertz or Gabriel, whatever, as a number 9. And the problem is it's not just number 9, it's the whole system, the whole way we play.
Yeah.
We haven't creativity is not something we have. I understand the whole point of like defending and trying to not concede any goals, but sorry, there must be some kind of way you go forward and you attack, because Simeone does it and he doesn't concede a lot. What's his name?
It's called being a good manager,
Inzaghi.
and we haven't got one.
And the problem is that we pay him enough to be a top manager. Why are we paying him 50 million? Why?
Mate, you can copy and paste that for like 65, 70% of the squad. They're just all overpaid, useless crap. They don't know how to negotiate anything. It's ridiculous. You'd have thought they'd have learned from it 5 years ago, but here we go again. Back where we started. And now the Havertz thing, and that's the annoying thing is, let's just say we do get a Sesko, who's a bang average player, who's probably worth no more than 120, 150 at the max, absolute max. He's going to come in and go, well, Havertz is on 280, so I want 250. And they'll give it to him. They'll give it to him.
I'm renegotiating.
And then all of a sudden, all right, a season in and he's got 10 goals. Next season after, he's got 12 goals. And you're thinking, yeah, we need to move away from him. But no one wants to sign him because he's on 250 grand. Back around we go. He hasn't wanted Zinchenko in the last 18 months. Why do you think he's still here? Because he's on 150k. No one wants to pay it. Why didn't Borussia Dortmund sign him last month? Or in the window? In even in the summer, they were interested in him, but no one wants to give him 15 or 150k a week. Why? Because he's not fucking worth it. Nowhere near it. So you subsidise that by transfer fee, and Arsenal say no, he's more than that. But realistically, people ain't going to pay any more than 10 million for him because they've got to make up for that. And the wages we're fucking giving him is madness. Back and we go again, round and round and round in the same old cycle, never learning anything. But it's us mugs that pick it up.
The worst thing is, Aaron, is that we're back at the same point that we started. That's what's worrying. Is that we didn't even move. We thought we moved. It's like being high. You think that you're somewhere else and you're in the same place. It's the same thing because you've got a manage. It's a forget.
I have to get high to cope with how we're doing. Like that. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm drinking so much Stella because I need to just break away from how bad Arsenal are.
Bro, anybody that watches Arsenal sober, you're a sociopath, bro. You're a psychopath. You're a psychopath. You have to be high. You have to be high. You have to be high. You have to.
I just think I'm on the drink, bro.
Mate. Imagine being
madness.
sober and having to fucking deal with Arsenal all day, every day. It's impossible.
Did you go out?
No.
Was you there?
No, I sold mine to my cousin, mate.
I don't blame you,
So-
mate.
Absolutely,
I blame
fucking 100%.
What's the point?
Mate.
We're not playing for nothing. We're not playing for nothing. And even if we do, Liverpool going to win the next game and so what? What's the difference between getting second place and fifth? We didn't even see new players. You should be out there showing us new players from the academy or whatever. Show us some new shit. We want some new, different players. We don't want to see the same old game. I knew what was going to happen today. It was supposed to be a draw. I don't know how it wasn't a draw. But the point is like, it was the same old shit. That jammy goal from what's his name? Moreno, which is crazy. And a big up to him because he was in the right place. He has better positioning than our strikers.
Yeah,
And
better
then we've
movement.
got better movement, crazy, absolutely crazy. And then we got the second goal from Saka, which is a crazy movement from Martinelli. I don't know how he done that shit. But the point is like it's the same old shit. It's the same. Look, it's the same way we played against West Ham and Leicester City, and it's the same way. If you showed us some more football, why are you playing Gabriel and Saliba and all that shit? Why? For what? We're gonna get Champions League regardless. Why are you risking our players? And we've got Real Madrid. We've got Real Madrid, man. Them here.
Why can't we rotate a couple of players, Rachid? That's what. Why can't we rotate 2 or 3 positions after 750 mil spent in 5 years into the squad process?
This is a dickhead.
Why can't we do that? Why can't we just rest Rice and Gabriel? Why can't we just do just
Jorginho?
Yeah, as I said, it goes back and it all boils down to the fact that what we've done in the transfer window and the type of players, the quality players that we buy, and the fact that we overpay them as well, and that's why Berta has a massive job this summer because those people that are on those high wages, you know what I mean, he's going to have to try and convince a few clubs to sort of say, yeah, sell
that's hard work.
It's going to be hard work. It's going to be hard work. And that's what I'm trying to say. So we have, if say we had a decent backup for Gabriel, then we could have played him. We could have played him tonight, Kivior, if he was a decent backup, and rest Gabriel. Now we've got a situation now where he's gonna be out for nigh on 4 to 6 weeks.
But we should Normski. We should have a better backup than Gabriel and Kivior. Like, are you trying to tell me that you can't buy a player 50 million better than Kivior? Be real with me. He looks worried all the time.
2 years ago, he should have learned his lesson when Saliba got injured and it ruined his season. But have we signed another right-sided centre-back since? No, because he either doesn't learn or takes too long to learn. It's
no, what I'm saying,
that's it.
He hasn't learned from it. It's not learned.
How long do we wait for him to learn? How long do we wait?
That's the thing. If you're someone that we gave you a chance, and bear in mind that Arteta, people say, "Oh, Arteta got us out of the slums," which is factually incorrect. Factually incorrect. We've got a team. I can show you. We can go player by player, and everybody in the chat. Yeah, big up to everyone in the chat anyway. But like every one of you will be like, "All right, fair." We've got factually incorrect that we had a better team. Get us out of the slums. What do you mean get us out of the slums? I expected us to go for titles, go for, because he sold us a dream. What did you really do? What did you really do? We gave you a club. Now on your CV it says Arsenal, second place, FA Cup, whatever. You're gonna get, Mandem, do you know that Arteta's gonna go to like a Spanish team or English? He's going to be coaching for the rest of his life because of us.
Yeah, Eibar, Cadiz, Granada.
Thank you.
Elche.
Yeah, you get me. That's because of us. Because we gave him that. Opportunity. We gave him a chance to take a club as Arsenal, which is third biggest club in England. And we gave him a chance. Now he's going to run with it. And now he's got a CV.
Yeah,
he's going that way.
How?
His next club is that way.
Can I tell you something? Yeah, and this is crazy. I know this is unpopular opinion, but if we got like Eddie Howe and we gave him 800 million, he would have got us at least 3 FA Cups, one Europa League final, and just you know what I'm saying. He would have got us more trophies than this manager.
Bro, give Unai 800 M's. What would we win?
A league. We'd have won a league.
Maybe
we
a
would have won one of
champs.
the leagues.
Maybe.
Bro, my man
Maybe.
can still win the champs.
Yeah.
With Aston Villa.
Mate, I think if
It's
Arsene
worrying.
Wenger was in charge of this squad with the same signings, we'd have probably won a league title or two, maybe a cup. Ridiculous.
Why is man laughing at third biggest club in England? Bro, what are you doing?
We are. We've got the trophies to back.
Third most trophies.
Thank you. Now,
Yeah.
if you say that the Champions League's better than the other, it's just a different story, and
but that's why when Spurs, they're the big six. Aston Villa have factually won more trophies than them.
9, I think 9.
So why ain't Aston Villa big six? 21 to 17.
Lee,
Why
the
are Spurs
six-
big six?
The six is a miss,
London.
mate. From fifth to sixth, the trophy drop off is ridiculous. There ain't a big six. There's a big five. And if you even want to deep it, there's a big two. So our trophy drop offs significant from fucking Liverpool and Man United.
Facts.
So if you want to go from it that way, there is a big two.
Yeah.
And then there's 3 of
facts.
us, isn't it? There's no big six. The trophy drop off between the other 3 is ridiculous. Aston Villa and Spurs are nowhere near it. It's just media, money, big six. Ridiculous. But people buy into it.
It's fair. It's fair. Yes, in Europe we're not the best. Yes, that's true. That's true. But in England, we should be a kind of team that would get a proper manager that has a CV. Would you go walk in JP Morgan and just walk in and show them your CV and they'll recruit you? No, because they'll be like, wait, let's see your CV.
Give
Okay,
it
mate.
time. Give it time.
Yeah, I used to be a.
We gave it time.
I used to be a
We
bank.
gave it time, Lee.
I used to be a bank clerk,
Sorry.
and yeah,
We gave it time.
that's the equivalent of Arteta being a coalman. Yeah,
We waited all to go back to it's a roundabout. And big up to Dan Potts for that roundabout. He got this. He got the best name ever. Roundabout, because we did give it time. You lot told us that. Wait, give it time. Give it time. We did give it time. Now what?
We've gone so many times around that roundabout. We're being sick out the fucking window. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's just non-stop, isn't it? Absolutely fucking non-stop.
It's madness. Look at Paul over there saying who's replacing Gabby in defense? Well, unfortunately, thank you for your manager. Now we've got Gabby and then
27 M's.
Oh, 27.
Kivio, 27 M's.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how much he costs. So, yeah,
27 M's.
He broke Theo
Money
Walcott's is it 100 meter or sprint record, whatever it is at Arsenal?
Yeah,
Have you ever seen
58
him
grand a
sprint?
week. 58 grand a week.
I remember him, yeah.
Ridiculous.
27 M's for a defender. I'm sure you can get better than Kivio. Okay,
You can get Gabriel and Saliba for 27 M's.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to bargain with you lot. You know what I'm saying, Aaron? Like I'm really trying to bargain with these guys that are on the fence or positive. Like 27 M's. Come on, let's be real, guys. Like Kivio for 27 M's. Like we're Arsenal. Like you lot forget that we're Arsenal. I swear to God, you lot forget that we're Arsenal. This Arsenal, this club, yeah, we've been at the top of the top. I remember I was kind of young. That's the thing. We need to carry on. We need to carry it on. Never forget who we are. Is it a color thing? Yes. Because apparently it is a color thing. 27 M's for Kivio. Hell no, I won't buy it. 27 M's for Kivio. For what? For why? Why? There must be a player better than Kivio. There must be. Like he looks worried all the time. And him worried makes me worried.
Do you know
So
what,
in
Rachid?
me looking
Can I jump on a point that you're making there as well? Because, like,
Thank you.
you know, when you see about market opportunities and things like that, and you're like, oh, he's available for 5 million or 10 million. We pick these
I
players
know
up, bruv, but we spend 25, 30 million on them. You know, like Vieira's 35 million, Kivior 25 million. We don't ever sign these players for 5 million or for 10 million, you know, and just go, do you know what? If they don't work out, sell them for the money made. Why do we spend so much money on these market opportunities? And they're shit. They're shit.
Madness.
He hasn't trusted him since he signed him, Kivior. The second he got him through that door, he's not trusted him once. What does that say to one, the player, and two, to the rest of the people coming in? You've got to sign, do
It's
one
worrying,
thing wrong,
Aaron.
and that's that, you're done. You're finished. He can't manage, he can't assess different situations, this manager, and he certainly can't fucking identify a half-decent player. He gets rid of them. He ruins them. Look like what you said. Mate, he knew about fucking Gabriel Martinelli, yeah? 2 years ago when he was having his best season, Gabriel Martinelli. He didn't want him, and he tried signing Mudryk for 90 million. What do we go and do? We give Martinelli 180 grand a week, and now we're stuck with him and didn't even sign Mudryk.
Oh my days. You know what the
It's
worrying thing,
ridiculous.
Aaron, yeah?
It's
The
fucking
worrying thing
farcical.
is that we knew that we have 110 million to spend. We knew that. And we went and decided to put the money on Rice. Now, Rice is not the problem. I don't blame Rice in person, because why wouldn't you go to Arsenal from West Ham? It makes sense. But like, to put 110 million on a CDM is madness. If you want to put 110 million, you put it on a striker, you put it on a number 10. Okay, just striker number 10. That's where you put 110 million. You put it on someone that's going to change the game. You don't put in someone's CDM. I can buy you 2 CDMs for 110 million.
We could have signed
Isn't that
Bruno
trying-
Guimaraes and Isaac the summer before for that money.
Baller.
But they weren't the right profile, but now they are. All of a sudden, they're the right profile now, but they weren't a year ago when they were 2/3 less of the price. Ridiculous. That's just an absolute scapegoat that Mikel Arteta does. Oh yeah, it's about player identification. There's not many strikers out there, to be fair, and you've
The
misprofiled
striker
2 of them.
market's dead. Yeah, striker market's dead. Okay, cool. How comes Gyökeres is still bagging? Yeah. How comes Osman's still bagging? Morata, Oyarzabal. Yeah.
Market opportunities.
Mbappe.
There's
How
ballers
they
out
all
there.
still bagging, bro? Yeah, Budimir. How they all still bagging? Iosi Perez. Barry. Yo, man like Bazza, bruv.
Bro,
Go watch his goal
There's
at the
ballers out
weekend. Bro, man like Bazza scored a slappage. Right, listen, we're gonna wrap. Who's live? Suddenly it's a bounce, bro. I'm tired, bro. Yeah, Makiri. Makiri, dude. The Kosim and Ibra, bro. Dolphbik.
Mm.
Al Nasiri. Or Nesri, or whatever his name is.
Both
Yeah,
of Villa's
Isak.
strikers were available.
Watkins.
Duran.
Yeah, fucking Duran. Yeah.
The list goes on and on.
What was that? What was
Shamaradov.
the
Yeah, how did this
Oh.
man keep scoring?
The
Oh.
PSG guy, Moani, I think he was available and doing a little
No.
bit of a job, wasn't he?
No.
On loan. What we doing? There's players out
Yeah,
there.
he broke a record at Juve that Ronaldo hasn't got now.
Man, them, they'll just gobble up anything that pulls. Yeah. So we brought Berta to the team, and everybody's like, "Oh, we got Berta. Why are you happy? Because he has a CV. That's why you're happy. Why weren't you questioning why Arteta's coming to the club? That's all I'm gonna say. Why weren't you
Yeah,
questioning
facts.
that?
Facts.
Yeah.
We got best in class, but they're happy to keep Arteta.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes no sense, guys. Who's live? Anyone live?
Jester isn't Jester live. I like Jester. He's a cool guy.
It's Sam, bro. That nutty Aussie, bro. He's not live,
Yeah.
bro. He's not live.
Oh, okay.
He's normally doing
Who's
his job.
live? Listen, Aaron, bless up always, my guy. What you got coming up, brother?
Tomorrow, 4 o'clock, I'm with DG, Kenny, and DJB, the legend. And then I'm with my brother down here, 8 o'clock, to conclude his 19 and 25 comparisons. Looking forward to it, brother.
Yeah.
That's a lit.
Big up for
That's
having me
lit
on as
one,
well,
bro.
Lee. Always, bruv. Absolutely.
Yeah, come on. All right, bro, I'm knackered. Yeah, I'm back live again in fucking... What's time am I live? 11 hours.
It's what Arsenal does to us, mate. You know,
That's all right.
we just ain't got no enthusiasm. That's just
All
literally.
right, bro, I've not even had a siesta. I'm fucking knackered.
Oh,
Yeah, normally I have a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
siesta, so I keep going.
yeah.
But,
So you know you're feeding it now.
nah, proper.
Is he-
Yeah, Norms, what you got coming up? Pause.
Yeah, tomorrow got my What's Going On podcast at 6:30. We're going to be talking about Mr. Big Bertha, cheese wire, and all of that. You know that.
Jeez, man, that kills me every time.
We're going to be going
Jeez, man.
and obviously,
I said cheese white. You know?
well, Rachid has decided that he's going to be the was it the cleanup man or the
Yeah, I'll be the soldier. I'll be the guy that waits.
He's the lookout man.
I'm the lookout man.
He's the
Yeah.
lookout on Tower Bridge with the Romanian G's when they're doing the free card
Exactly.
thing.
He's a lookout man. And then on Rachid's channel at 8 o'clock to conclude the strikers list. So I'm looking forward to that.
There's no one live,
That's
bruv.
gonna be-
There's no one live. Yo, Rachid, my G, bruv. What you got coming up? Pause.
You already know, bro. It's always love for you, Lee. I respect for Aaron and Normski, of course, always, bro. I've got a show tomorrow. We're going to be talking about how comparing the team he inherited and the team he has now. So listen, hey, it's going to be a little one.
Aubameyang, Laka, Ramsey,
Thank
Ozil,
you. Yes.
Bellerin.
Yes, sir.
Now compare
Yes, sir.
trophies. Yeah, now compare trophies when they left.
I'll do that. But we went through the goalkeeper and defenders, and then we went through the midfielders, and then now we got to the point where we're talking about strikers or forwards. Sorry, not strikers.
Attacking
Forwards.
players and strikers.
We thought we was going to do it in one stream, and it's been split into 3, isn't it?
It's
We
been
just have a
part
laugh
3.
on there, though, innit, bruv? It's been wicked, mate.
I think each one has been about 2 hours and a bit. So
It's been lit. It's been lit, bro. It's been lit.
Right,
because
bro,
it
compare
kills the whole
trophies. Yeah, Hector Bellerin's won a league title and a Copa del Rey since he left.
madness.
Now look at David Luiz. Now look at Xhaka.
Kolasinac. What's his name?
Bellerin, bruv.
Guendouzi.
Yeah, he's had a little bit.
Guendouzi.
Loads of
It's
them.
madness.
Even probably fucking
It's
Mary's
madness.
probably gone in one time. I'm sure he went back to Brazil in one time.
Fact. So yeah,
There's
I'm gonna
no one
do
live,
that,
guys.
and then I have the build up on Saturday before the game. I'm gonna do a little build up. So yeah, come tune in, people. Love and yeah, big up, man. Big up to the whole community, bro. And this chat is lit. This chat is
Right,
lit.
this chat's fire, bro. I can't lie.
Sarcasm City are coming over to you, mate.
There's literally no one live.
Sarcasm City are come over to you. They raided you.
They
I
raided
don't
me.
like Jacka. Yes,
Sarcasm City raided me.
By the looks of it. Well, I think so. Unless I'm seeing something.
YouTube's bugging out, bro. I can't lie. What are we doing there?
Well, Talk Sport are live.
Yeah, but you can't comment. If we could comment, we'd raid him. Yeah, but they won't let you comment. Yeah. Yo, bless up Flawless. Yeah, he did. He raided. Yo, no one's live, no?
Hey Lee, put that one. Is he a spaz or what?
All right, bro. Is he on fucking spice?
I love that one.
Is he on fucking spice or what?
Is he on fucking spice or what? You know what I mean? He must be on spice.
Is he a fucking spaz or what?
That's a good guy, bro.
Real talk, I need to edit that. Is he a fucking spaz or what? Yeah, big up DJ Crane as well. Big up Lee the Goat. Oi, Aaron. No, Normski, Rachid, Northside. great Greta panel.
I think you meant to say great panel.
I think so. He's pissed or stoned. Waiting on the 5-hour history of the FA Cup. Lee, only been 8 years. And don't say 5 hours is too long. Pause. Bro, I'd love to do more. I can't lie. But I'm live with rants in less
That's a
than
lit
11
show.
hours, bro. And I ain't had a siesta. I'm fucking worn out, bro.
Go and get some sleep, my man.
No, that's a
I'm
lit
worn
show,
out.
bro. I'll be
Yeah, I'm
real.
worn out. I'm worn out, DJ.
Thing is, if your body's telling you, then just listen to your body, man. You know what I mean?
No, I'm proper
I don't
worn out.
watch it. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but like Liam Rants, I'm not saying it because if I'm wrong with you, Liam Rants is elite. I can't lie. It's a good show. It's a good show, bro. Tune in.
Yeah, we're on there tomorrow. It was supposed to be today, but we scheduled tomorrow.
My favourite
tune
Henry
in,
Wright. His content's excellent.
Facts.
Brilliant.
That's a fact, you know.
Original.
No, real talk. Is there anyone live? Let's rate someone that's got like one person watching them.
Just read, man.
Let's have a goosey.
Let's have a look at talk shit. I don't think they let you comment though.
Why? Sorry. Why did
Talk spot.
Listen,
Goldbridge leave the channel?
I'll
What's
tell
his
you
Well,
name?
backstage.
I say leave the channel. Was he working in there for a little bit? And then he,
Yeah, I'll tell you
Hey.
backstage.
yeah.
did you see Saeed? Did you see Saeed? Because Northside showed us that.
What is that? Is that the the 1-0 loss? All three of them. Oh, yeah,
So you can't comment on Talksport. So
Alright.
no one rating them.
Yeah, no one's live, man. Literally.
No one's live, bro.
No.
Huh.
They're lost.
Literally no one.
Wow.
Aiden Ross is live. Aiden Ross and Sneeko.
Aiden Ross. Let's go.
You like them lot. You like them lot.
I don't even know what
Yeah.
he does, bro. I can't lie.
You like Adam 22.
Yeah, fuck
I'm
off, man.
joking. Don't rate that guy. Don't rate
I
that
can't
guy.
find him live.
Oh, okay.
Aiden Ross. Can't find him live, bro.
Hmm.
Can't find him live. I don't even know what these dickheads talk about, bro. I can't lie.
You don't. Well, I don't watch them either. But
I don't,
you know,
I
you see
don't even
clips,
know what they talk about.
But you see clips, right? You see clips.
Yeah, I see the clips, but it's like, how have you got so many millions? What do you actually talk about every day?
Innit? Like,
Hmm.
shit, man. Me too. Me too. Me
Somebody
too.
has to be live, guys. Big up DJ Crane. Brother, I read it. Bless up, brother. Any update on the girl that accused you? Yeah, she's a slag, bro. How about that?
Mudded.
Anyway, no one's live. Cool. We're going. Bye-bye. And on
Check
that
her out.
bombshell,
Roberto Di Matteo, mate.